Welcome to Ramones of Madness. Microphones are Ramones. Microphones are Ramones sounds better, right?
Let's go.
Equally terrible.
I'm Stevie Ramone, and we are playing Temple of Elemental Evil using the old school essential rules. You guys can just introduce yourselves. The only caveat is today your characters must be Silric Ramone. No. All right. So, Rodney, who are you?
I'm Rodney Ramone, and I'm playing Silric Ramone. He is the third string bass player. And an
Cool
elf.
in the gang. Nico, who are you playing?
Not a Ramon.
Ramona.
No. I don't have the energy for this fuckery tonight. I'm playing Tiffany. She is a drow ranger, and I'm
She's
happy
the
I remember what I
percussionist.
was.
She's the percussionist, right?
Sure, whatever.
Because her name's Tiffany. Matt.
I am Dagmark Ironrune, Dwarven
Iron
Priest
Ramon.
Moradin.
Iron Ramon.
Sure.
Like we have the same energy on this.
Must be something as you get further out west. Jay.
Woo-hoo! I am playing Baltana Ramon, the Groupian roadie, actually a thief, drow thief.
No, so you're probably the guitar player.
Yeah.
Because, Johnny Ramone stole Johnny Ramone's girlfriend. There's a whole song about it. And finally, last but not least, all the way from the wilds of Minnesota is Brian Ramone.
I'm Brian Ramone playing Squidder Cabbage Ramone here, and I'm going to be telling you as the human bard about the thing that only ate hippies.
It's funny
Like
because
for half of that.
Yeah.
I understood every word of it. All right. So last time, you guys acting on information given to you by the water dragons in the water node, you were heading to an area where it was rumored that a number of Gru guarded one of the jewels to help power up your magic skull.
Elemental oatmeal.
After being a lot of puddings, lots of puddings on this level, this node. You did end up fighting two what was it, brown puddings?
Yes.
And almost your boat is on its last legs as you start to pass by these cliffs to the west, to your left, or should we say to your port. Off the port side, they are approaching. As now, who is are we still have the dual rowing of Silric and Timpani, or is just one of you rowing right now?
I'm good rowing.
Okay.
So Silric's rowing. You guys are praying to Moradin and Joey Ramone that you will that your ship will make it far enough so you can get the fuck out of this node. Are you doing anything as you approach these cliffs?
Hey guys, I know we have this grand plan about the skull, but this is really starting to seem like it's more trouble than it's worth.
What? No. We're just so close.
Well, if
Taki, the NPC who has been aiding you, says, I thought you knew how to get out of here.
Said we were working on that.
Out is a relative term.
I can't hardly hear Brian.
Yeah, you sound like you're on the other side of a room, Brian.
Oh, hold on. Let's see what we can do about that. But
Hold the phone closer to your mouth.
Is something quack in the background? I don't know what I heard.
That was a doggo.
Oh. So far away, I can't tell.
All right, so are you guys doing anything that to prepare yourselves? Are you trying to? So the as you approach, so let's just see what. It's not open water, so you see maybe 200 feet to the west, off the port. You can see the cave wall, right, dripping, glistening. There are, yes, it's definitely moist because it's so fucking humid. Speaking of which, can y'all give me that save versus, yeah.
Shit. What do we save on? Magic?
No, I
Paralysis.
want to say it was paralysis because that's usually my go-to for
Okay.
stuff.
Would it be considered a ghoul paralysis?
No, it would be considered. This is like for your environmental
Yeah.
damage.
Okay. So no, I didn't make it.
All right, so
Gotta be below, right? Or above.
you got to be above.
Gotta be
No,
above.
I'm making for once. Yay!
Yay!
All right, Jay, you're going to lose 1 hit point
Okay.
from the humidity because now not only do you have like this mist kind of hugging the surface of the water that you're breathing in, but now it's starting to get humid.
Any status effects or just a point?
Just the point.
Okay.
And there's little islands that dot the ocean, and you see this cliff, this cliff face juts out maybe 200 feet from the wall of the cave wall of the node. And you can see it rises maybe 10, 15 feet at points above, so it's hard to get an angle on it.
Yep.
But it's like going like in a little way, like half a fjord. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like one side of a fjord, you have that cliff face next to you, but out, on the other side, on the starboard side, it's like open, quote unquote, ocean. So it's not like that a narrow inlet like a fjord, but you have that cliff face coming out. I didn't make the map. It's just there. It makes no sense. It's an old D&D map. I mean, you can hear. Visibility is fairly low, but you can definitely hear the waves slapping against the side of the bottom and side of your boat, and the oars splishing into the water as Silric propels you forward.
Mush. Actually, I'd like to scan. How far off from the cliffs are we?
Right now, I have you at about 100 feet.
Can I scan the cliffs to see if I could spot anything?
So, like I
any
said,
type of surprise. Oh, go ahead.
like I said, the angle is very bad. You can probably see like the top of the edge of the cliff, but anything like, unless something's standing on the edge, you don't have a good angle to see it. So why don't you? I'll tell you what. Roll d6. Pick odd or even.
Okay. I will say odd.
Okay. I will roll that. And I rolled
Yep.
a 2, so you can't see anything.
Okay. That's fine.
Just immediately.
Now,
Now, remember, the dragon told you that around the bottom of these cliffs is the entrance.
Yep.
To where these Grue are hanging out.
well, we're gonna have to take a peek and see what we can find. I wonder if the bottom of the cliffs means going underwater again, or if there's an entrance by the lower section. Probably should have asked him first.
Better hope
Specify.
that it's not underwater.
Well, I'll tie something to you guys this time.
Less of a
Wow.
problem of that,
Islands
more
in the
problem of
stream.
breathing.
That is what we are.
What is what we are?
Oh, islands in the stream. That is all we are.
You're not in a stream. You're on a really big lake, more or
Oh.
less. All right, so you're just going to continue going forward?
Yep, I think that's the best option here. I mean, looking around, you said there's islands all around us. You don't see anything on the islands either? I should ask?
No.
Okay.
There's definitely better line of sight to the islands, but even through the mists and everything, but you really don't see anything on the islands. Do me a favor, one of you roll a d6.
D6. D5.
Okay. Yeah, so you keep on rowing closer. And at this point, unless you want to skirt it away from the cliff, you are getting to the point where you're going to hug the cliff to go around.
I mean, I think that's fine. I don't know what you guys think, but
Like, how does it look like there's any like rocks near the shore, like the cliff or anything that we could run into?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Your boat is you're like basically in a lifeboat, or the equivalent of a lifeboat. Your boat doesn't run deep enough for that.
Okay, just making sure it's hanging by a thread.
Yeah.
Is there
Usually like when there's like that's the danger. That's when they anchor the ship offshore and send in the longboats anyway, because they don't ride as low. I'm 100% talking out of my ass, but that's what it's like in my world. So
that's how it is then. Okay. Well,
are there any signs of a cave entrance, like a disturbance in the water that we can discern?
the water is lapping, like, so you're at the top of this cliff. You can see that the cliff goes roughly from where you are. It curves back around to the west, above where you are, and then it kind of diagonals southeast, for maybe 50, 100, 150 feet, and then curves back around to the west. So it kind of juts out like an arc. And you could just see like the little. So there's no tide here because there's no moon, right? So there's nothing to create tides. So currents are created mainly by temperature differentials, right? Warm to cold. So that the current, if you will, and it's not all that big of a current, is flowing back towards the north. But you don't have like there's no tidal actions. It's because there's no gravity to make them. Which makes this a very, very strange lake to be on. From what I understand, the Mediterranean was like that. It had a weird no tide situation. But anyway, I digress. So you cannot tell. That's the long way of saying you really can't tell.
And which direction did the dragon send us in?
This is where the dragon was sending you.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, if
Just have
this
to
is
keep
the
an eye out for
spot,
it.
yeah, we should be.
Yeah, we should just go around the cliffs back and forth until we find it.
okay, so you're gonna hug. You're gonna hug the cliffs. Is the answer to
Says
my
the
question.
man standing on the bow.
Yep. I will keep an eye on the cliffs as we go. Hug away, baby, hug away.
All right. So as you make your way around the edge of the cliffs, there, imagine, it's such a weird place. Normally, you would see like the layers of rock, going up the cliffs, like the geological layers of rock. But you don't see that here. It's just perfectly striated, all one color, more like it was created as opposed to being a natural occurrence. As you admire this phenomenon, it's off-putting because even though your characters might not know about glaciation and geologic eras, they're used to seeing the effects of those, and you have none of that here, right? There's something like artificial and wrong about everything. But as you're doing that, you hear a big kerplunk as something hits the water in front of the boat.
Why not? No, why not? Can we see what it was?
All you could see are the ripples coming out from where it hit the water. And as you turn to face that, another kerplunk comes out from around where that one was. And I would like, I'll give you a chance to react to that, and then we'll go from there.
That is a very surprising kerplunk. That's my reaction.
Yeah, it's as if something heavy hit the water.
Can I see in the ripples? Because if it's clear, I want to see if I can see under the water.
Well, you have the ripples, you have like the bubbles coming up from where it is so you're looking down into the water is what you're saying, right?
Yes. That's exactly
Okay.
what I'm saying.
That's what I want to know what you're doing. Okay, so Dagmark, what are you doing as these kerplunks start happening?
I might tie myself to the boat again. I don't want to fall off from my armor.
All right. Bard, what are you doing? Squitter.
I am just watching for inspiration and opportunity. Or holding.
Okay. So you're doing nothing. All right. Timpani?
Well, Baltana looked down. I'm gonna look up and see where it came from.
Thank you,
Okay.
sis.
Oh, I thought you were cousins.
Because,
He gets
sis,
confused easily. He gets confused easily.
They're
Listen,
from
I'm
the
from
Utah
Kentucky.
of the Underdark.
Drow are special creatures.
listen here, Silric. You're our crazy uncle, so keep it up.
Everybody loves Uncle Silric.
Yes, from the trailer park.
Silric.
Speaking of Silric, what are you doing, Silric?
I'm taking note of where the ripples are, and then in my head calculating a Captain America parabola as to where this object may have come from along the cliff face.
All right, I will say make an intelligence check.
That is a natural 1.
Okay. Yeah, so you also look up and kind of go, all right, and start to like kind of trace the arc with your finger. Meanwhile, Taki is unsheathing his sword. Those of you who are looking up see a person-shaped and sized object, like diving into the water. And you can see the brief flash you get of it is it has pale greenish skin and like some cartoony fin going from the top of its head down its back.
Fine, I try to do a long shot lore check on that to see if I've heard legends of such strange beings.
Okay, well, first the thing you're going to have to do is someone's going to be rolling me a d6 because now you are in initiative.
That doesn't sound very friendly.
We got Abe
It's not
Sapien
friendly.
off to the port.
5.
All right, I rolled a 4. So now you start to see, those of you who are looking up, more of these things amassing at top and starting to throw themselves off the side of the cliff.
This better not be a Gru.
Are they lemmings?
They are
Okay.
not.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
All right,
'cause we're
so-
gonna be in a lot of trouble then.
So the bard wishes to make a lore roll,
Mm-hmm.
which you may do.
Alright. Oop, 2, just barely made it.
All right, so you have, coupled with the information that you got from the dragons,
Oh,
the location of where you are right now, and the cartoony fins going from the top of their head down the back like the savage dragon. They are Lacedons, which are
Oh.
a marine species of ghoul.
and our marine species of ghoul considered undead, hint hint.
All species of ghoul are considered undead.
Oh, thank goodness we might actually have someone who's very specialized in dealing with that.
Well, I know what I'm going to be doing on my turn.
Uh-huh.
All right. So who wants to go next?
Well, I got sword in hand. There's not really anything
Alright.
to do right now.
Yeah, I'm going to wait until a
Yeah.
bunch of them are in turn.
Yeah.
range.
If anybody wants to fire missile weapons, you're starting to see the ones that hit the water are starting to surface.
Take the oars,
And-
somebody.
And if anybody wanted to take a shot of one of the ones in mid jump,
Hey, why not?
you would have you'd have a penalty of -1 to hit it because they're moving, but I'd give you an extra 2 points of damage because of the velocity difference.
Sure, why not? I got a short bow I can just say peekaboo with. Or actually, how long would it take me to pull it out?
You can pull it out.
Okay, then let me roll.
All right, so
Holy
you're
shit.
trying to hit armor class 6.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, so are you hitting one that has already jumped or one that is in the air?
I'm hitting a lemming on the way down.
Okay. So roll your damage as like you just like peg it
So that would be
straight
1d6.
between the eyes, and remember to add 2 because I'm allowing you to have.
So
that
that would
bonus.
be 6 total. I
All
rolled a
right.
4 plus 2 is 6.
All right. Yeah, so you hit it, and it hits the water with a slap instead of a graceful splash. It's still up, but it is definitely like agada agada agada. Is anybody else trying to shoot with bow?
I'll take a shot with a bow.
Okay, at one that is falling or one that is in the water.
Yeah,
I'll say the ones that are up on the cliff have partial cover.
ones up on the cliff have partial cover. There's some in free fall and a couple in the water.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a shot at one with the free fall.
Okay.
Armor class 6, you say?
Yep.
That's a 22.
All right, and you subtracted the 1 and everything.
That's 21 then.
All right. Roll damage.
7.
All right. All right. That's another one that like thunks into the water. Very it belly flops. Kerplack. All right. Anybody else doing any missile weapons?
It's the end of Little Lacedons.
All right. So Dagmark. So you know right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the water, and there are another 2 that are falling that will hit during their turn. If that informs what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Okay. How does it inform what you want to do?
Well, I'm going to turn.
Okay. All right. So you are going to try and turn these Lacedons. All right. So let me find your turn chart. Clerics turning the undead. What level are you?
7. So anything up to 3 hit dice would be destroyed. Up
Okay.
to 5 hit dice are turned just without a roll.
And let me
higher
ask
than
you,
that, I got to roll.
how many hit dice worth of things do the automatics affect?
I think it's that usual 2d6 bullshit, which is just
Okay.
dumb. But
All right.
me
So I'll
roll.
let you roll 2d6.
Five hit dice worth of turned creatures.
Is that really how it works? That can't. That
2D
sucks.
The player must roll 2d6 to determine the number of hit dice affected.
Okay. Well, you can do this turn after turn, right?
Yeah, I guess I could keep going. It doesn't say anything.
Okay, so 5. All right. So this is what I'm going to say. 1, 2 burst into flames in the water as they surface. All right. The one that Baltana hit is also dead because you killed a hit dice worth of its hit points, Baltana. So 3 of them are gone. So now there's are 2 in the water, 1 injured, and 2 dropping. And then you could see some more massing at the top of the cliff. Who has not gone? Everyone. Oh, right.
Fighter.
That would be Taki. All right. Well, Taki has to wait until one gets aboard, so to swing at. So if Squidder wanted to do anything,
Nope, I'm waiting till one comes on board too.
okay. So that is what happens. So the two that were in the water, you see like their hands creep up the gunnel and they pull themselves away, covered, dripping in water and seaweed into your boat. And the boat, as they like pull on the boat to come in, the boat starts to tip precariously toward them. and 2 more hit the water. So let's roll a d6. Why don't you do it,
That's
Squitter? Or okay,
6.
all right. I rolled a 4.
Okay.
So I've got 2 on the boat, 2 in the water, and then there's you could see a mass of them up above on the cliffs. So what are we doing?
I'm going to attempt to hit one that's in the boat.
Okay.
With my short sword or with my long sword.
Okay. You are trying to hit
And-
armor class 6.
And that would be a big old no.
Okay. And is anybody using? I should have asked this first. Is anybody using melee weapons or casting spells? Because technically, that's supposed to go first.
I'm using my sword.
Okay.
I'll take a
So
shot
no-
at one in the water.
Okay. So technically, you go first.
Missed by 1. So that's a miss.
Okay. The arrow plunks into the water. Anybody else attacking one in the water? Right. Then we will move on to sword play. So Baltana went. Squitter.
All right, I will happily swing at any of the nearby Lacedons.
So there's 2 of them.
And I will swing at the most threatening one.
Okay.
Let's see. And what's the armor class on them?
6.
Whew. All right, well, that is a 14, so that is a hit.
Okay, roll your damage.
All right, 7, 9.
All right. You kill one of them. You chop it with your sword as it's coming aboard to take a swipe, and it falls back into the water.
Fatality.
No, good for you.
Alrighty. Is Tiffany doing anything?
Swing at one of the ones on the ship.
Okay, you are trying to hit armor class 6. There's only 1 more left on the ship, but it looks like 2 are coming up.
Okay. Well, that's a hit.
All right.
Kill them real good.
That is 11 points of damage.
Oh, that is done. As the burning
Franklin
sword.
likes the undead.
Oh, you're using the undead sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so all the ones on the boat right now are done.
Ooh.
All right. Dagmar.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Well, it's not what you can do for me.
I'm going to turn some more of
What
these
can you
water
do for
ghouls.
us?
Okay. Roll your 2d6.
Well, I'm 4, so I guess I destroy one of them.
You destroy 2 of them.
Oh, cool.
So there are 2 hit die creatures.
Nice.
All right. So now that you have whittled down their numbers, I'm going to see whether or not the remaining ghouls want to continue to play, or if they're going to get the fuck out, or just not attack.
They're going to GTFO.
Because they are on a cliff. Okay, and their ML is 9. Okay, so yeah, so the remaining ones. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more of them that hurl themselves off of the cliff.
That's a
God,
fucking graveyard or something?
Into the water after you. Fresh meat. Land food. They live in the sea. So seafood to them would just be food. All right. So that was their turn. If somebody else would roll a d6.
Not it.
4.
Roll the 6. All right. So
Sorry, gang.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, good.
7 of them. All right. So 3 of them start to climb up onto your ship. The other 4 are swimming toward you using some weird form of ghoul swimming. They're swimming very creepily. They might be doing it synchronized because, zombies and dancing and all that. All right. So that's their turn. They're coming up aboard. Is anybody firing missiles?
I will take a shot at one of the ones in the water.
Okay. So you are trying to hit armor class 6.
That's a hit this time.
All right. Roll your damage.
6.
All right. You kill one. Anybody else missiles or spells?
Does turning count as a spell?
I would count turning as a spell.
How many are there in the water?
Now there are 3 in the water.
I destroyed 2 of them.
All right.
I am going to
So-
cast. Nope.
2 of them, hold on. 2 of them that are trying to climb up onto the boat burst into flames and sputter magical holy flames of Moradin. So they burn while they're in the water, and you could see the faint trail of the burning as it sinks, as they sink to the bottom to Davy Jones' locker or whatever the node ghoul equivalent is. All right, now you were saying there, Squidward.
I am going to cast Entangle using this local sea kelp as my vegetable of choice.
All right, how many of those? How many hit dice worth of creatures does it affect?
Let's see. It's just kind of like a 10 by 10 area, as far as my understanding of the notes goes. Unless
Okay.
someone wants to.
All right, let me make their saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Fail. Made. Fail. All right. So 2 of them that are in the water are held. They fail their saving throw. They're held. One of them continues to swim toward the boat. So now, out of all of these ghouls, there are 2 left. None of my guys have even been able to take a swipe at you, which kind of sucks. So roll a d6 for the everyone's gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Timpani is not gone, nor has
I've
Paul.
not
Anna
gone
hasn't
yet.
either.
So there's one still getting onto the boat, and one is in the water avoiding seaweed.
Cuz, do you want to take a shot first?
Sure, I'll swing at the one trying to get on the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, I just rolled a natural 20, so yeah.
All right.
That is 10 points of damage.
Okay. It's still kicking.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
and
I will follow up.
Taki hasn't gone either.
After you, Cuzzo.
Yep. I rolled 17 plus all my goodies. That'll hit him. I have to hit a 6, correct?
Armor class 6. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I hit it. And that would be for 8 points of damage.
Okay. That guy is now done. All right. So there's just one ghoul left. Somebody roll d6 to see who goes first.
6.
All right. I rolled a 4. So it's still in the water. So
In your face. Let's do a Cthulhu on him. Full speed ahead.
A what?
gonna ram it with a rowboat.
Yeah.
mean,
I don't
the
know
boat knows
what's
that.
worse, the ridiculousness of what you want to do, or the fact that I understood what you wanted to do.
I understand now that you said it.
Uh-huh. This would be awesome. They'll
Well,
sing
see, the
songs
problem
of
with that is that our boat is rather tattered.
Oh,
Right.
fine.
I don't like you enough to swim in full armor.
All right. Well, someone throw some oil on him. Oh wait, that's me.
So who has range attacks they want to do?
I'll take a shot.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
Anybody else?
I could do a poll.
Spells.
I could turn that
Spells.
last one and destroy it.
Yeah, that's automatic.
Yeah. And it's 2 hit die, so even if I rolled a 1 and a 1, it's gone.
Yep. Roll anyway, because there's still technically 3 left.
I would do 10 hit dice worth of turning. I rolled a 4
All right,
and
well,
6.
all of them are now burning and sinking, and there's the acrid smell of burnt, decaying flesh in the air because they are undead.
undead.
But now it's back to, you just hear the slapping of the ripples from where they were on the bottom of your boat, and it's weird being out here. There's not even seabirds to like make noise. It's just like cloyingly quiet. But the cliff goes around. Just for shits and giggles, let's see if there's a random encounter. Maybe that attracted something.
Oh.
Like a brown pudding.
What?
It
Oh,
did
dear.
not. They fought off. You guys fought off 2 of them last time, right?
Yes. They're all over the place, apparently.
Yeah. This time around, I rolled no encounter.
Oh.
As you make your way around and see where. So the cliff turns into, like, you could see where the cliff kind of stops, and then there's just a column of rock going straight up to the ceiling, I guess. Like, it looks like that would be an extension of the sidewall. And as you round it, you see that there's indeed a little cove behind where that wall is. It's not dry though. There's maybe a foot of water in this cove. The cove is roughly circular. It's really oval, about 150 feet by 100 feet oval. And it looks, just looking into it, I'm assuming you have your boat into where the walls pinch, and there's an opening into this hidden grotto, and you could bring the boat up. I mean, there's it's a foot of water, but you can still bring the boat up and tie it down if you needed to.
Okay.
It wouldn't go anywhere. But it was supposed to be, this is where the Grue were supposed to be, but it appears empty. Tell you what.
In a good way?
Well, Brian, why don't you give me a D6?
Hold on. 6.
Okay, so you rack your brains and you really can't. The only thing you know is that there's 4 types of Grue that are associated with the different elements. You had already tangled with the air elemental version of the Grue. So you're assuming that this is water, but you don't know, you can't remember anything about what constitute what they're like, what their powers are. Even what they look like. You just know they're like some form of water elemental. So what are you guys going to do?
I think we got to go investigate. Let's be honest here, we just can't hang around in the boat, so you guys want to head on up, or what do you guys want to do?
The sooner I'm off this boat, the better.
Fair
Goes for
enough.
most of us.
We all get out of the boat, and the boat just decides to settle in the water. Whew, that was close.
So you do see towards the back of the structure.
Yep.
There seems to be like some sort of, I don't know. It's not a chest, but there seems to be like some sort of pile of shiny things. You see some glinting down off of the human's torchlight.
Mimic. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm curious. Let's head on back. Can I see if I could spot anybody hidden around here? Just out of curiosity. Now we know we had dirt darts or water darts that threw themselves at us. Is there anything else around here as far as creatures as we're walking towards the back?
No, I mean, as far as you can tell, it is just this. You see this, like I said, like maybe a foot of water above like a sandy bottom.
Okay.
And then you could see something kind of glinty off the torchlight. You have a torch there, Squitter?
Yeah.
Or a lantern. I know Squitter has like some light source that he's using. And you could, you know how, the torch, the water plays tricks with the reflections of the light as you guys step and the ripples go out. But you can definitely see something in the corner back there.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to the light of my magic chef hat.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Heading up towards that pile. If that's okay with everybody.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Okay. I want to go head up and see what's up there. You put a big red button in the middle of the room, so let's go hit it.
Well, it's at the end of the room.
No.
All right. One of you roll a d6.
That would be a roll. It would be 5.
Okay. So unfortunately for you, I rolled a 1. So as you get deeper into the cave, you are all surprised for one round as bits of the water like balloon up and start to float above the surface of the water. They look like drippy jellyfish. They're greenish-y jellyfish blobs, but instead of tentacles, they have chicken legs suspended beneath them, and they are covered with organic hoses, like siphons. And they are going to have a surprise round. There are 5 of them. Imagine that. And there are 6 of you. So we'll just go down the line as they start to attack.
So one of us isn't getting a tentacle surprise.
Well, they don't have tentacles. They have like these tube siphon things, which
Tubicles.
kind of means something because they start to they float toward you, and then as they get close to you, they just spray water out of these jets. So, Baltana, what's your armor class?
My armor class is, is 0.
All right. So their Thaco, well, there you go. Their Thaco is 13. Miss. Okay, so they each get 2 attacks. Dagmark, what's your armor class? It's like 2.
1.
1. All right. Ooh. All right, so both of these hit you in the, like you're hit by 2 jets of water, and you're going to take a total of 4 points of damage.
Who, me?
Yes, it's like getting hit by like a police fire hose. And I need you to roll a d6 and just tell me what you got.
Ooh, 6.
Okay. Yeah, so it hurts. It stings. It's unexpected, but nothing else happens. Squitter, what is your armor class?
It is 5.
Yeah. All right. That's a miss. Jesus.
Nice.
All right, you get hit by 1. Roll d6.
In your-
You're taking 3 points of damage.
All right. 4.
Okay. Yeah, you also are you're taken aback, but that's about it.
Oof.
You said your armor class was 5?
Yeah. 7 and 2 plus 1 items.
Okay. Silric. Your armor class is also 0, right?
Mine is 1 now.
1?
Yep, I traded
Okay.
with Timpani's old armor.
Okay. That's a hit. That's a miss. Please roll a d6 as you take 4 points of damage.
I got a 1.
Oh, okay. So you take 4 points of damage, and I guess you weren't braced because you're knocked down and incapacitated for a round.
Ooh.
Okie dokie.
And Timpani, what's your armor class?
-1. Shield in hand.
Woo!
That new gear
All right.
is nice.
All right. So Timpani is missed by both of them. Okay. So that was their surprise round. If someone would roll a d6 for the regular round.
5.
I rolled a 5 as well.
Ah.
All right. Reroll.
3.
All right. I rolled a 1. Okay. So there's 5 of them and 5 of you. Well, there's also Taki. We'll see what
Go
he does.
Taki.
So you are trying to hit armor class 5. Is anyone casting any spells or using any missile weapons?
Well, I mean, mine's a magic
I?
sword.
No. Casting spells and magic sword are different things.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to speak meanly to mine.
Okay. So no one's using missile weapons.
Nope.
Fantastic.
I'm not.
All right. Okay. Baltano, what are you doing?
So who fell down?
I did.
Someone
That-
that would be Silric.
Yep.
Yes.
Can I interpose myself between Silric and the creature?
You can, but you have one that is attacking you.
That's fine. I just don't want him to get a sneak attack
Okay.
or prone. Excuse me.
Sure. So you run over to where Silric is, as you see this thing slurping along to do something nefarious to him with its siphons, and interpose yourself between him and its intended prey. That's fine.
Okay. That would be Thaco of 3 to hit.
Thaco of 5. You're trying to
Okay,
hit
so
armor
I hit
class
it.
5. All right.
So damage would be 9 points of damage.
9.
9. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like trying to hit. You definitely hit it, and you definitely see that you're doing damage to it. But it's like trying to hit, like, I don't know, like a water balloon, or not a water balloon with pop, but like that kind of consistency.
Yeah. So can I tell that
Like your sword goes through it, and it's like you can feel like it's liquid and gross, and it not a clean hit like you would on something with bones.
Okay. But is it something that can I tell that I did less damage than I thought it
No,
would?
you didn't. You
Okay.
did not do less damage.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, I'm sorry, Surik. You are not prone.
Oh.
You're blind.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, well, shit.
That's worse. You're blind.
You're blind for a round, trying to get the squid ink out of your eyes.
Ooh, you got spooged down.
Yeah, basically.
I got squitter in my eyes? What?
Ew.
Jesus.
Sounds the kind of spooge you want on you, I hope.
Yeah, Dagmark, what would you like to do?
Move up and swing.
Okay. You don't have to move up because these things are like on you, like white on rice.
What AC am I going for?
You are going for AC 5.
Not with a 4.
All right. Squid Air, what are you doing?
Let's see. I guess I'm going to take a swing.
Okay.
All right. And the AC is
5.
yep. And a 15 says I've hit.
Okay. So you can roll your damage. What kind of magic
9.
sword do you have?
An on sword +1. So.
Okay.
All right. And that is an 8.
Wow.
Well done.
Crispy critters. So good.
Hey, Squitter, last time you got a +3 sword.
Oh, wait. Thank you for reminding me. I was just
Yes.
using the other one in my golf bag of blades.
So you did
11.
okay. All right.
Killed until deadly.
All right. So Silric, I will say that you can, if you wanted to, you can attack this one as well with a -4 penalty for being blind.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean you're blind, not stupid.
yeah, but my hands and mouth work perfectly fine,
Or
And-
well,
and I
Not
cast
a line of-
magic missile.
okay. Do you need line of sight for magic missile?
I will double check to be sure. Magic missile. Oh, yep, visible target, so I can't do it.
Do a fireball.
I don't have
No.
fireball.
No.
How about thunder wave?
No.
Yeah, I
That's a-
recall someone
that-
casting that one once before.
Isn't that a
Yeah.
bard spell?
Mm.
Yes.
But I can cast haste.
Okay.
So I will cast haste.
Okay, so everyone is now hasted.
Yep.
All right, I'm actually real quick looking up what blind is.
Ah.
What the effects of blind are. I was just
Well, the description of magic missile said visible target, so
no, I'm not allowing that. I'm just blindness is sorry.
Can't see.
Thanks. That's great. You're very helpful.
Yeah, he just party wipers right now. It's maybe not instigate.
right.
um
Oh, a blind character is unable to attack.
Oh.
There you go. It says it right there in black and white.
Yep.
All right. And I thought I was being a dick and giving you too much of a penalty. Okay, so you cast haste, which means that Timpani, you have 2 attacks.
Wonderful. Try to swing. Is
Which
a
sword are
missile.
you using?
Flame tongue.
Okay.
Second. Also a miss.
Now the monsters go. All right, so the one that was trying to hit you before Baltana is going to do it. Try again.
Okay.
It misses both.
Okay.
Dagmark, you are also missed. Squitter,
Mm-hmm.
You are hit once. Roll a d6.
Yeah.
And you're going to take 3 points of
Yep.
damage. All right. You take 3 points of damage.
Mhm.
And that is it. So Silric.
Yes.
Okay. Your armor class is 1, right?
Yes.
All right.
I was interposed between the two of them, or is it going around me?
It's going around.
It's
you.
going around you. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine.
It's floaty.
Okay.
Tiffany, your armor class is -1, right? Please roll a d6, and you are going to take 1 point of damage. As you are also inked.
So cousin Unker inked.
Tiffany?
Oh,
She did warn me she might fall asleep.
I fell asleep. I just didn't have my headphones on for a second. What happened?
You took a point of damage,
Okay.
and you. I need a d6 from you.
5.
All right. All right. Now it is time to. Taki didn't go. He'll go next time. Somebody roll a d6 to see who goes.
2.
I rolled a 4. So same again. Baltana, please roll
Yep.
a d6 as you're
Okay.
taking 4 points of damage as you get squinked.
I rolled a 3 and I got 4 points of damage, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Dagmark, you are safe. Squitter,
Mm-hmm.
you are hit by 1. Roll a d6, please, as you take 3 points of damage.
1.
Okay. You are now blinded.
Ooh.
That is going to be for 3 rounds. So
Well then.
you're going to be unable to attack for 3 rounds.
People
So
say
Silric, just as your vision clears, you see it shooting at you. And it misses. And then Timpani, please roll a d6 as you're taking another 2 points of damage.
Grief.
Okay. So right now, only
Another 5.
Only Squitter is affected by blindness.
How many points did you say?
3.
Well, then in that case, I'm going to ring the bell.
All right. Now it is your guys' turn. So Baltana, what are you doing?
I'm going to try to hit again.
All right. Are you attacking the one that was attacking Silric, or are you attacking the one that has its sights set on you?
I'm going to attack the one that hit Silric because I hit it already. The faster
Okay.
we can kill that.
Okay.
That would be a hit,
All right.
and that would be for 7 points of damage.
All right. So that is okay. Dagmark.
Oh, wait. Am I still hasted?
Oh, yes, you are. You get 2. My fault.
Woohoo! And it doesn't matter if I'm hasted or not. I missed.
Okay. Dagmark, you can attack twice. Thanks for reminding me.
Okay,
No
I'm going to swing on the one that I'm fighting 2 times.
All right.
17 and a 16. You said it's armor class 4.
Yep.
So those are both hits.
Okay, roll your damage. It's a lot of damage.
Not really. 11 points of damage.
All right. In total?
Yeah, for both hits.
Okay. Squitter, you are blinded. What are you doing?
I am going to ring the goat bell and summon my goatmen to me.
They're not goatmen, they're goats.
Well, you'll see about that soon enough.
They're so goats. Also, missed the opportunity to ring that goat bell. You can ring goat bell.
That thought went immediately through my head.
All right. The two goats appear. You hear a splashing sound from behind you and you quick turn to look back and you see the two goats. You don't know if these are like all the same goat that comes every time or if they're different goats.
Well, Squitter can't
Aw.
see them, but he can surely smell them, I'm sure.
Yes, he definitely has the ring, the scent of goat.
Yeah.
All right, so one has 7, 14, 15, 17, 24, 25 hit points.
Yes.
And the other has 7, 10, 18, 24, 27 hit points. So these are pretty beefy goats.
Beefy goat. Someone, make them gigantic.
Well,
Mega goat.
that would have to be on his turn. And remember, haste doesn't affect spell casting,
Aw.
just attacking. All right. So the goats splash down and immediately assess the situation and see that their beloved Squitter is is in trouble.
Mm-hmm. So we should get some extra rage points even.
What? No. What game do you think we're playing?
I don't know.
Sure, they go into Berserker Frenzy. They attack
Berserker
anything.
Frenzy. Berserker goat.
5 to hit, armor class 5. So the goats charge, and both of them hit the one that was attacking Squitter,
Mm-hmm.
doing 12 points of damage to them.
Ha. You can be my bodyguard. I can be your long lost pal.
And as they ram them and like just some sort of liquidy, as like the impact happens, bam, bam. It's a squishy sound and like some odor reminiscent of what probably Cthulhu's locker room smells like, being buried for millions of years down in Aurelia. It smells a little bit like that. All right, so that is Squitter's turn. Next is Zurich. Yeah, it's your turn.
Get the goo out of my face, huh?
Yeah, the goo is out of your face.
Oh, good deal. Well, I hope this shit doesn't stain.
Oof.
And I will cast Magic Missile at the one who squirted me.
Okay.
I'm hitting him with all 3.
All right, roll the damage for that.
$18 total.
Now, you have slain the first Gru.
How's it taste, motherfucker?
It tastes like victory. And then Timpani.
Yeah.
Yours
Taking
is
his wings. Nope. Nope.
All right. Taki is going to come in, and because there's one that has been attacking Baltana. All right, I'll tell you what.
I'll be right back.
Tiffany, Tiffany, say odd or even.
Even.
All right. So it is Taki is going to charge the one that was attacking you. What is his Thaco? His Thaco is 11. All right. So he hits twice with his sword. Whap whap. Doing 14 points of damage. And says, sorry, Tiffany. I see that this one was giving you a little bit of trouble.
I just give him a look.
All right.
Did you
That is down the line. So someone roll me a D6.
Four.
5.
A what?
Take it.
What did you say?
4.
He said 4.
All right. I rolled a 5. So,
Damn it.
Baltana, you are going to roll a D6 and you're taking 2 points of damage as you get squirted
Okay, I rolled
by
a
these
5.
gross things. Okay, so you're just taking 2 points of damage. Zagmark, you are going to take 4 points of damage as it gets you once. If you would do me the favor of rolling a D6.
3.
Okay, that's fine. Squitter, you are still blind, and the thing floats towards you past these stupid goats and inserts its hose
Oh.
into your mouth.
Yep.
And and you feel the gush of this water just fill your lungs. You start to feel like you are drowning.
Mm.
And you are going to take, hold on. Oh.
1 sawhorse worth of damage.
Ooh.
More or less.
Ah.
You are going to take, where's the D4 there? All right. 3, 6, 7, 11 points of damage. But this thing is like latched onto you.
Uh-huh.
And you feel like you're drowning. Like,
Okay.
all right. Silric, there is nothing on you.
Nothing on me.
Yeah. So the one on Timpani is going to attack Taki because Taki actually hit it. And it is going to it's going to hit Taki. Sorry, Taki. All right, so Taki says glub, but he's not blinded. All right, so now it's your at bat.
Okay. Casters first, I assume.
Yep. If you're casting or missiling, go.
No cast, no missile from me.
Mega goat.
All right. That doubles everything.
It doubles the damage.
Does it double the hit points?
I would assume so.
No, it just says it doubles the damage and it doubles the amount that the creature can carry.
Okay.
All right.
All right. All right. So yeah. So one of the goats just hulks out and starts to do that. I don't know. Do goats like do that thing that bulls do with their? Do they start to scrape the ground and prepare to charge? That's what it's doing because now it's big, so it can. All right. So the two goats, incensed that their beloved Squitter is being manhandled by this thing, charge at it, but both miss.
Aw.
And now we are on Silric.
I will draw my sword and attempt to sever the hose in Squitter's mouth.
You.
Okay. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm in a Garth Ennis comic. All right.
You did this. You did this.
Have parental warnings on the video when it comes out.
It's a siphon. Come on. The safe word is Tekka-Lee.
All right, so what AC am I trying to hit?
You're trying to hit AC 5.
AC 5. All right. Oh, look at that. Hit. Nice.
All right.
$10 points.
All right. So yeah, so you actually do sever the siphon, and like it's black water ink just starts to spew everywhere, and it's a lot of it, and it's like at a huge velocity. It's not hitting anybody, obviously. It's a death throw. As it like deflates. But yeah, you can describe if you want to.
Oh no, well, okay. So yeah, Silric charges over with hasted speed, leaps into the air, cleaves the hose in twain, and as he hits the ground, he tosses lotion to Squitter.
You do get another attack.
Is there another one close, or is this one dying or dead?
This one's dead.
Okay. Well, I'll continue on using momentum to carry myself into the next one.
The one that is attacked, Baltana is right near you. To be honest, and no one has hit the one that Baltana has been fighting, or he really hasn't been fighting it. It's been fighting him though.
Okay, I'll
to be fair,
I'll take a swing at that one.
Okay, still armor class 5.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Whoa,
damage
we're on
that.
fire tonight.
Wow.
That's 9.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it slowly turns toward you.
Slowly it turned.
Step by step, inch by inch. Niagara Falls and all that. All right. So, Squitter, did you? I should have asked. Did you want to do anything? Now that you're like,
Well, I'm still blind, right? This feels
You are
like.
you're still blind. You'll have one more turn.
Let's see. And none of you want me to summon the Glabler Zoo demon from beyond right now, though, because we all feel like we've got it handled, or should we call in our trump card?
Never say that word. I'm taking your turn away just for that. No, just kidding.
Damn.
Wow. Anyway, no, actually, I think I'm going to
Just like he takes away the rights of immigrants.
Actually, I'm going to chug a healing potion to be, it's like to occupy the time here. This was a bunch of damage.
Okay.
And it's gross.
Fair enough. So yeah, your healing damage will do 1d6 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tiffany.
Yeah. It's the one that was fighting me, Salome, right?
Yeah, well, it's turned to Taki, but it's like still there with you.
Yeah. So swinging. Finally. That's 14. You said it was 5?
Yeah.
For the thugger. That is a hit. Yay.
All right. You get 2 attacks.
8 points of damage on that one. Second attack is also a hit for 3 points of damage.
Oh, tell me how it dies.
I swing and it sits there for a second, and then it's like, you know how a balloon, a plastic bag when it's been cut by a razor starts oozing water out? That's what it does.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it like just kind of dribbles and deflates. Yep. All right. Good. And then Taki will move over to help Dagmark and take a couple swings at the one that Dagmark's been fighting. And he hits once and he says, "Let me help you with that, little guy."
Proceeds the dwarven curses.
And help you he does, as he does 11 points of damage. Smacks it around a little. All right, so I need a D6 to be rolled.
Actually, can I go?
Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't go?
Nope.
Oh, my fault.
It's all good.
Usually you go first. So yeah, go, get him.
So
Gadget.
First attack would be a hit for 5 points of damage. And the second attack, give me a sec, I gotta check my thing, would be that would hit for 6 points of damage.
Okay. You did a number on it, but it's still up if you wanted to roll a D6 to see who goes next.
D6 would be, I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 1. So you might as well just go again.
Okay. First attack, I whiffed. Second attack, I hit for 8 points of damage.
Okay. This guy's on his last leg. Dagmark.
2 swings. I rolled a 7 and a 7, so miss.
Nope. All right. Squitter, this is you can see now.
One big light blur, is it? Well, let's see. What shall we do then? And it's like, I suppose I shall join the fray. And I swing.
Which one are you swinging at? There's one that's been attacking Baltana, and there's one that's been attacking Dagmark.
I'll take the one going after Volcana.
Okay.
Alright, and that's a 16. Let's see. Boom, boom, bonus. Alright, yep, hit with an 18. So, roll for damage. Ugh, 5.
All right, it's dead.
I'll take that.
Why don't you tell me how that one died? So, just so you know, that one had 1 hit point left. Baltana had like whittled it down to like 1 hit point. He came in like a vulture and took credit for it. So, how does that happen?
Well, while we see them on the ropes and the beast is poised for its coup de grace, bearing an all or nothing attack, I slice it in its lower leg. And
They don't have. Well, they have a bunch of lower legs. They're all lower
yeah, I
legs.
know. It's like I wasn't very particular about it, and a tiny bit falls off, and then it just collapses dead. Dead as a doornail.
Dangling chicken bits.
Dangling chicken bits. And sick Tannis Rex, or whatever it is.
Okay, so your goats are gonna well, they have nothing to do because they're there to protect you, and you don't need protection anymore.
Aw.
So, Silric, what are you doing?
Thank you, Mega Goats.
Yeah, I'll rush in and take a swing or two at the one attacking Dagmar.
Okay.
Because I will not let this guy, named after a snack food, to show me up. But I'm going to.
Oh dear.
First attack's a miss. Second attack is, what did we say, 4?
5.
5?
5.
Okay. Nope, that's a miss as well.
Ooh.
Okay. No, that's fine. Because now Timpani gets to go.
Is there room for Timpani to attack? It's gotten a little crowded over there.
Yeah, I mean it's a big
We're
thing.
all
These
moving in and out at haste speed.
Yeah, floaty, gross things.
I make both hits.
Nice.
All right, roll your damage.
First one is 9. And woo, that's nice damage. That's 10.
How much was the first one?
9.
9. Okay, tell me how this one dies.
That one gets the full explosion. Just how a water balloon pops. Sort of test.
Yep. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so that pops, leaving its miasma for you to smell, but it appears that you have defeated all of them. As that eerie silence once again encompasses your surroundings. You wait a breath. You wait a breath to see if anything else is coming after you, and that seems to be it. Like I said, there is the matter of there being shiny stuff.
Shiny.
Well, those are a little bit easier than the last ones.
Why would you say that?
I mean, they're dead now, so we can say that.
Well,
I mean,
because
shit,
you said that,
I
I'm going to go take a look at the shiny pile then.
Oh,
You do that, nephew.
I shall.
This is just weird now.
Yeah.
nephew.
He's my uncle from the trailer park.
Oh, right. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh,
I'm just quick rolling the random treasure.
treasure.
Three magic items, not weapons. All right. So there is a potion of healing.
Okay.
There is a
+3 pocket howitzer.
70. There is a necklace. A small model of a like a fort.
Okay.
And a vial of oil. There's also 6,000 gold pieces. And you see buried in there a gem. It is a carnelian.
Sweet.
Yo, Baltana,
You like
are
shiny
we
things.
happy?
I think we're happy. We got shinies. We
As
got a
soon,
healing potion.
as soon as you touch the carnelian, everything fades. And you find yourselves in a large room, a cavern, with a number of passageways leading off in various directions.
Like this.
And we'll stop it there as you have been transported to the Earth node.
Dun dun dun.
Dibs on learning metal bending.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. So thank you for playing, guys. Thank you for listening, all of you podcasters and livers and all that. And we will be back soon with the Earth node. And we're like zipping through these nodes.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
goodness.